The Walmart Nightmare Files, The Vanishing of Drake Harris. Walmart, the place for late-night shopping and sometimes nightmares. This isn't just a story, it's a crime that shook a small town to its core. A chilling case of a man who walked into Walmart and never walked out. It was March 19th, 2019, a quiet, rainy night in Auburn, Alabama. Drake Harris, 32 years old, walked into his local Walmart around 11:45 p.m. Security footage shows him entering the store, casually browsing the aisles. But Jake would never be seen leaving. The next morning, his car was found in the parking lot, keys still in the ignition. But Drake? Gone. What happened inside that Walmart would leave investigators baffled for years. Surveillance footage showed Drake moving through different sections of the store. At 12:03 a.m., he was last seen near aisle 14. The camera glitched, static for almost 90 seconds. And when it returned, Drake was gone. Police initially thought it was a simple missing persons case, but then strange details emerged. Store employees reported hearing a loud crashing noise from the storage area around the same time Drake vanished. One night shift worker, Melanie, claimed she saw a shadow moving in the dark storage room, but dismissed it as exhaustion. But it wasn't just the footage. A faint blood smear was found near the back emergency exit. Not enough for foul play, but enough to raise questions. 3 days later, an anonymous caller reported a foul smell coming from a dumpster behind the Walmart. Investigators rushed to the scene, but found nothing, at least nothing obvious. A week later, Drake's phone was found behind the store, wiped clean but with one disturbing detail. The last call made was at 12:04 a.m., just a minute after he disappeared. The call was made to a burner phone that couldn't be traced. The media storm exploded. Rumors of a stalker or even a rogue employee turned violent circulated, but the truth, even darker. A breakthrough came when a former Walmart employee, Jason, was arrested on unrelated burglary charges. When interrogated, he made a chilling confession, claiming he'd been working that night as a part-time cleaner and witnessed Drake being attacked by someone who wasn't supposed to be there. But when the footage was re-examined, something chilling surfaced. A figure dressed in all black was seen moving in the shadows during the glitch. The figure wasn't an employee. Further investigation led police to a nearby abandoned shed, once used as a maintenance outpost for the Walmart. There, buried beneath rotting wood, they discovered human remains. Dental records confirmed it was Drake Harris. But the cause of death? Strangulation, and there was more. Hidden in the shed were disturbing Polaroids, images of other people, all taken inside that Walmart. People who had never been reported missing. Drake's case was eventually closed as a homicide, but the killer never found. To this day, some Walmart employees report strange sightings, shadow figures lurking near the storage area, unexplained whispers on the loudspeaker after midnight, and the bloodstain near the emergency exit. It was never fully cleaned. Perhaps the scariest part. The night Drake disappeared, he wasn't the only one inside the store. Stay safe out there. Some places hold secrets, and not everyone gets out alive. The haunting at Walmart. Have you ever felt a place itself watching you? On March 15th, 2018, something horrifying unfolded at the Walmart on Oak Ridge Boulevard, and the store has never been the same since. It was an ordinary Wednesday night. Closing time was nearing, the aisles mostly empty, except for a few late-night shoppers and a skeleton night crew. The security cameras flickered briefly, unnoticed. At 10:45 p.m., employee Rachel Myers clocked out for her break. She was last seen near the frozen food section by a co-worker who described her looking pale and anxious, as if she was being followed. But no one else was there. When Rachel didn't return after her break, the store manager, Kyle, went looking for her. He found her name tag near the self-checkout, a single bloodied fingerprint smeared across it. Security reviewed the footage. What they saw was unexplainable. Rachel walking alone through the aisles, glancing over her shoulder repeatedly, then static. And when the feed returned, she was gone. The footage never showed her leaving the store. A full store sweep was conducted. One employee, Greg, reported hearing faint whispers near aisle 22, the toy section. Then they found the blood, smears on the floor leading toward the employee-only storage area. Aisle 22 was shut down, but no trace of Rachel was ever found. The next morning, police discovered something chilling in the locked break room. On the whiteboard, "He sees you. Run." No fingerprints, no signs of forced entry, but Rachel's phone was left on the table, her final text left unsent. "Someone's here." Days later, Kyle received a package at his home. No return address. Inside, Rachel's shoes soaked in blood. The police expanded their investigation, searching the entire Walmart building. In a forgotten crawl space above the storage room, they found a hidden compartment, crumpled employee uniforms, old Polaroid pictures of Walmart night crews dating back decades, and Rachel's photo, already faded. A second bloodied name tag was discovered there too, Kyle Harris. The same night, Kyle disappeared without a trace. The Oak Ridge Walmart shut down permanently 2 months later. Officially, it was due to safety violations, but locals say otherwise. Some claim they still see figures in the store's darkened windows at night. Some say they hear whispers when they drive by, and no one has ever explained who or what was behind the disappearances. All they know is it started in April 22. The disappearance of Jane Alvarez. A true crime story, a late-night trip to Walmart, a young mother with everything to live for, and a tragic discovery that shook an entire community. What happened to Jane Alvarez was more than just a crime. It was a nightmare no one saw coming. It was October 25th, 2024, a typical fall evening in Hinesville, Georgia. The air was crisp, the streets quiet. Jane, a 25-year-old mother, kissed her 9-year-old daughter goodnight before heading out for what she described as a quick Walmart run. She had texted her fiancé, Mark Alvarez, that she would be meeting someone there. It wasn't unusual for Jane. She was social, outgoing, and trusting. But that night, she would never return home. Mark grew anxious when hours passed without a word. Calls went straight to voicemail, texts unread. By midnight, the worry turned into dread. He drove to the Walmart himself, hoping to find her car parked outside. But it wasn't there. The store's security footage was reviewed later, showing Jane entering, but not leaving. Instead, a dark SUV and a gold minivan were captured circling the parking lot around the same time. No license plates were visible, and chillingly, Jane was seen leaving with someone, out of frame, without struggle. The tension was unbearable. Days passed with no sign of her, but then came the discovery. A week later, on October 30th, the body of Jane was found. It was a wooded area just miles from the Walmart, near a dirt path rarely traveled. The search team was guided there after a tip. She was partially covered, the signs of foul play undeniable. There were bruises on her wrists, signs of restraint. The coroner would later confirm the cause of death as asphyxiation. Her phone was missing, her jewelry too. But this wasn't a robbery. Detectives combed through her messages, her last calls. One name kept coming up, Angel Patrick Vaz, a co-worker from her past, someone Mark barely knew, but who had shown unusual interest in Jane months earlier. The Walmart footage revealed a chilling clue, a glimpse of a man matching Angel's description lingering in the aisles. Too far to identify clearly, but unmistakably him. Then a break. Angel's phone pinged near the crime scene. When questioned, his alibi fell apart. He claimed he was out of town. GPS data said otherwise, but there was more. A second body was discovered not far from where Jane was found, an unidentified male. Investigators soon realized it was Derek Simpson, a local man reported missing months earlier. And chillingly, the same dark SUV was tied to both cases. Angel wasn't just a stalker, he was a predator. Angel was arrested days later in a dramatic takedown at a gas station, carrying a burner phone and fake IDs. He never confessed, but damning evidence piled up. Mindless's missing necklace in his car, traces of her blood on his shoes. The chilling twist? Police uncovered disturbing messages on his burner phone, texts to an unknown number referencing the next one. Was there another victim yet to be found? Jane Fernandez's tragic death left a void no words can fill. A mother, a daughter, a fiancée, taken far too soon. Angel Voss now awaits trial, facing charges of kidnapping and murder. But the questions linger. Could this have been prevented? Were there other warning signs? Some crimes haunt a community forever, and sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones hiding in plain sight.